So I go select all these vertices now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 vertices. I go press E to extrude. Then I go move and go front. I go press this one, press that one, then Alt M and then merge at last. For here too, I go start selection. This one, Alt Shift, this one, this one, this one, and then I go first. Nope. What I'm supposed to be say? Just cancel sub modifier. So I go select just this 4, press A to extrude, then press that one. Make sure say the one where you press now this one, then press this one because the second one don't the right position. Alt M and then merge at last. I go do the same thing for the one with the top. So this one now I see say don't go inside too much, so I go drag and come back like so. Go select this one, select that one, Alt M and then merge at last. We try to smoothen things out by moving vertices. So we select all these vertices, select the first one, Shift plus Control, and then select the last one. To select everything from the first one, you select the last one. And then I will try to rotate around to give it a perfect shape, a nice shape. And then I find way to connect vertices together to just close up the head. So what we're going to do is we're going to extrude and then merge until the head is closed up. I go add edge level cut here because that place is too wide and I need more vertices because it's not complete. This one here is 5, this one now is now 5. Initially it wasn't until I added an edge loop cut before the thing become 5. So I select the first one, Shift Control left mouse button the last one, and then I go press A to extrude. We choose scale for here, and I go reselect everything, and then I go scale inward. Use scale in the y-axis to scale inward. I continue to scale inward like so. I will press G to grab and move it out a little bit. So I just remove vertices, remove them up and down to just, give it a perfect shape. I'm tired of saying this thing all over and over and over again. But my problem is I like people, make people they understand what they discuss. What's the essence of teaching people where they know they understand what they teach? Because all of these things now, I know say you did tedious so you are see they watch them, but I must explain in detail so that you understand what we they do. Not be say You could just dey look, you no go understand. Anytime wey I wan work, you could just so na like so I dey move vertices. Even for yourself, you go dey see some places wey be say you go know say this place no be how e suppose dey be this. Just dey try check around to see if there is any bad guy anywhere wey be say we go fit eliminate. So I go select these three vertices for top here and I go start to extrude downward. You see say you don dey cover your head. So this one wey dey disturb me to teach you how to cover head now. Simple thing. Abi e no simple? Abeg e no simple. Man no deceive you. If you know, if person no teach you how to do am, you go suffer for am well well. You go see say I go talk soon, I go stop. That's just to tell you how tired your man don't I dey very tired. And the funniest thing be say immediately after I finish this tutorial now, I will go start to the press phone again. No be say na sleep I will go sleep. Once I dey talk at times I dey close my eyes. I swear to God. The man don tired but I gats do this thing. I wan do am. I must do am. So keep moving vertices up and down. Then select these three vertices. I could press E to extrude downward like so. And then I go merge vertices. Select one, select the other. I dey try to scale it down so that I go fit select the vertices, because if I no scale it down, it go fit dey hide under or behind the mesh wey be say I no go see am, e no go dey easy for me to select. So I go press E to extrude again. This is wetin I dey try to talk now. You see say e dey close to the other vertices. So I go press S to scale inward so that I go fit select am easily, and then select the last one, Alt M, and merge at last. I go select these three again, press E to extrude, move it downward, scale it with S, and then select this one, select that one, Alt M, and merge at last. Do the same thing to this side too. Like so. And finally, before I extrude, I go move this one, go downward a little bit. And then I go select those three vertices again. Remember, Shift and Control to select the entire vertices from the first and the last one where you select. Press E to extrude, press S to scale inward. You go drag inward, press this one, press that one. Press that one, Alt M, and merge at last. Just do the same thing here. Merge at last. Palm, and then now the head is complete. So what we're gonna do is check in the viewport or the paths to see where we go try to do some modification if there are need for modification. And now we go know, we go check around to see if there are any places where we never do right. Hey, this is wetin I dey talk about now. Wetin I dey talk about is, you see how all these places dey jargons like rubbish. So I will start to select vertices now. But before I do that, I want to turn my subdivision surface back and then press that triangle, and then here I could see wetin I want to do clearly now, where I need to move vertex. So with this place, now the first bastard where I go want correct, I could correct them by moving and go inward a little bit. I could check from this perspective, from this side, to see if there are places I need to make changes. So now like so, I'm going to choose vertices and I'm going to move them inward and backward. I still not supposed to dey tell you all these things all the time but I don't know. I just feel like having to tell you what you go do each time. So I just suppose the I suppose the work they go because we don't know nothing where I go press now where I never teach you how to press before. So I dey try to move vertices to smoothen out your head. No be my own head, no be like this, my own head be. My own head fine past this one. Abi. So like so, this is your head, your big head, and then I will check around to see if there are places where I suppose do some changes again. So I dey see one contour for here, so I go to edit mode, select the part where I want move, and then I go move am in the axis where I want. If you dey move am in the wrong axis, you go know because your character go dey continue to dey go ugly. So now I think I go need to correct that side. So I go press that vertex and I go move am go out a little bit. So make I add cheek for our character like so. Select vertex and then make changes. Select vertex and make changes. One thing about this tutorial is you don't necessarily have to be perfect. And your first time with this, I know say no go perfect no matter how you try, except you don't do am first time, second time, third time. Before you go don see say changes don dey happen. But any ugly character wey you make, don't worry, you save your work for future reference. In the future wey we see you don become expert now, you go come dey brag say na like this I start to see wetin I do the time wey I start, so you go dey brag. So I dey try to correct some things for the nose here. You know say na cartoon wey we dey make, you fit make the nose anyhow wey you like, but me I like my things the way I want wey I dey do my own character modeling. Now if you like make the nose bigger than the head, na your own style be that, nobody go arrest you for that. So I dey try to adjust some things wey be say I think say need adjustment, but if I dey wrong, e dey simple, I go just press Ctrl Z to undo. So you can undo as much as you want, as you dey go, as you dey model, as you dey make changes, you can undo and redo and test options, move vertices, smoothen out your head, and then you arrive at something very you're gonna be proud of what you go make in the end. So I don't add much ink and I don't like it, so press Ctrl Z to undo. Then I don't come out for edit mode to see clearly wetin your head look like. So I still see say this side still dey flat a little bit, so I go select that vertex, each vertices from this side, and then I will move on from that side because it dey mirrored. Now only the half part of the head wey we dey do, the second part na mirror. So anything wey you do for one side, it go dey happen to the other side. So this is your head without brain. Because my own head get brain, I get brain for inside my own head. I don't understand why your own head now no get brain inside. I bet you get brain because man, I know they see any brain. I still dey move forward to since morning. Hey, only God can judge me. Only God can help me. Keep making changes, and like that you go fit make your model a nice one, because As far as I'm concerned, if you did good well for character modeling, for one character now, you go fit sell am for 100 USD. You go fit sell am for 70 USD, depending on how much of work we do for the character modeling. Because people go know by standard, I mean by default, if they see your work, if people with graphics experience, it's at the top. So now I go continue to the, make changes. Just to make some silly changes to see if I go like wetin I go see, but if I don't like am, I go press Ctrl Z. That's my superpower, pressing Ctrl Z. I no dey fear to make any modification. I no dey fear at all. So if I make mistake, I go press Ctrl Z. Even sometimes they will be say, I remember one day we beside the iron cloth. So I can't do one mistake. It be like say I won't burn my clothes. As the iron don't burn my clothes a little bit now. Guess what I won't do? I won't press Ctrl Z to undo what the iron don't do for my clothes. And here I remember say not be only Ctrl Z not the apple for real life. Now only inside television, now only inside computer we see if you press Ctrl Z. So I like Ctrl Z well. So keep moving. And when we are done moving vertices, I start to create the neck for our character. The neck today a little bit logical. We say with the scale, scaling word in the X, Y axis, whatever axis. So I try amend some things for here, and then they try achieve some things as well. Keep correcting vertices like so. I too like perfection too much. I don't know what I still they do for you. As I was done proceed, I don't understand why I see the move point for there. As if this character somebody won't buy him for my hand. I don't know why they spend much time. I don't know why they invest too much time on top of this Edo. So go to a modeling mode. Now from modeling mode, we start to the model the neck. So I go select all of these vertices by double clicking between two vertices, and then I go scale. I go scale them like so in Y axis. I go press E to extrude, G to grab, move on downward, S to scale like so, G to grab and move it up, scale inward, scale from the Z axis, press G and then move your neck as you like. I don't see some mistakes, so I will go layout to correct those mistakes. So I go try to round this neck. I will try to round it out. if you know what I mean. So I go press Control 7 to go to the opposite of third view, which is bottom view, and then I go correct the movement of some stubborn vertices. I just try to make it look a little bit more circle because our name has some circular shape. You select all those vertices, then scale in the x-axis. After scaling in the x-axis, correct anything that needs to be corrected immediately. So I could return that vertex to its position like so. Scale in the x-axis to see if I go like the results where I could get. If I don't like them, Ctrl Z straight. You could wonder why they spend much time like this on top of neck. Because I don't just want my, work to times 10 waiting we they even do now. Do some correction. Move back. Move to the side. See, say we don't round out our neck now. We don't do round it. So I go continue my extraction from here for the neck. We'll click in between two vertices to select all. Then go to modeling. Press tab to go to solid and Alt H to review audio files. You select all the vertices for the neck. Then I go press E to extrude again. I go scale on for Z axis. scale for x axis too, because if you go to the front view, you go see they big for front view. Scale in the x axis, because I know they satisfied with the size. Check back, Control 1, you see some problem. For my own now, I see problem. For your own, if you don't see problem, then you go feel continue or chill until we finish settling our own problem for here. And this is how we do the trick. Character model. F is extrude, G to grab downward, and then Z to scale the Z axis. So obviously we are getting to the end of this tutorial. I will move this one, go forward. I would like to remind you, okay, subscribe to my channel, like my videos, share with friends, comment on my videos. All these things, they're very important to me. I would really appreciate if you go help me out for this one. So thank you for watching my tutorial again. This is character model. Still continues in the next video tutorial. So before I go now, I still get some things people say I could want correct. But see for you say the vertices don't dey wide. Move point like so. Then press S to save, Control S rather, to save your work. And then that will be the end of this tutorial. Thank you very much for watching.